Does it come in a brick of noodles with a pack of seasoning? Ah, yeah, same shit. This bitch ass ain't going nowhere.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Texans going up against the Colts. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is 100% your fault, you cheesy
Sports
fuck.
Coverage of the NFL takes
Look
us
at
to
what you
Lucas
did.
Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Today we jump right into
Just gonna
this
call
new
you
season
macaroni
with an
because
AFC
you can't have
South
macaroni
matchup
without the
between Houston
cheese, bro.
Texans and the Indianapolis Colts.
It seems to take a little time. They don't just instantly be there.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, come on.
Reception made by Dante Moncrief. A huge play there right off the bat.
Fucking at him. Dead to rights. He still manages to get off the
Similar
perfect
to a
pass.
slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it
Bobby,
on them
shut
just
up.
right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
On first down, it's Locke.
Oh, come on, dude.
Field, but it's incomplete. His tight end
That was
going
Navarro
down,
Bowman.
the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it
Man,
either.
Navarro
Those
Bowman's
guys
got like
love to be
94
flashy,
play
love
rec.
to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
I'm proud of him. He did good.
Back to the air, Locke on second down.
Yes! You put that shit down, and I killed him. And I killed him.
And now following the
Fuck yeah!
pass, we'll get a timeout.
It's a
here.
New Jack City now.
Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. 10 yards to go. Throwing on third down, Locke. And he's got Moncrief. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
He's the one I need to hurt.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching
Fuck a Philly
quarterbacks
Brown.
and
I need to
receivers
kill
do the
Dante
pass fake
Moncrief. If I
and
kill
pregame
him, you have
warm-up.
no pass
But
game.
I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
He is not just as good as fucking Dante Moncrief.
First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Shoulder strain.
Give
He'll
him
be back
9 on the
next week.
carry that
Gay.
time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Should have been a shoulder
Some
tear.
runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to
So
carry the
before
ball to
shoulder
gain the
tear.
yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
I pulled a muscle in my shoulder. Fuck out of here. Dead. In the his family dead. Want his house burned to the ground.
And now he'll tuck it in line. And he'll be brought down here at
You're
the
going to get Andrew Luck killed too.
7 yards on
All
the
right.
pick up there, and now they've got it first and goal. And that looked like some
Keep
pretty
running
easy
with him.
yardage there right up the gut.
And
Make
he's a
sure
guy that has some
Navarro
height to
Bauman
him,
is
so
right
you don't have to
there
drop a shoulder
to fucking
or
kill him.
or get through contact or trash. Makes it a lot easier to stay
Put that
upright,
shit down.
see the
No,
field, and
Navarro
make a run
Bauman.
as we just saw
I
there.
called it.
The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll bring up second down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Whitney Merciless is rapidly becoming one of the top outside linebackers in the game. As well he should. With that name, he's got to be great.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
And holding?
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
To throw on second down is Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Now Luck on third and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
Slide it away instead of trying to go
That was
for
a
the
nice play.
pick.
He knocked it away,
Jesus.
but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down, but things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to not get away and not allow a touchdown.
So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Here's the punter McAfee to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Miller, the lone setback. He'll get it running right. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. A gain of 3, second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
On second down, Osweiler.
Oh my God. Where was that going, Brock?
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
And
now a look at
fucking Hopkins couldn't have been any more open down the
Will Hill's
field.
a name that I remember even when he was in high school.
Wide
he
open.
was that
He
good.
just
Many talked
overthrows
about
him by
him
8
being the
yards.
next coming.
That's
He
gonna wind
fulfilled
up being a
his promise
couple
and
of
made it to
picks.
the NFL.
On third down, Osweiler.
See?
And he
Called
fires
it.
one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Hill. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And the
Hey,
Colts
dude.
coming out now.
He was there. He was in the league for the
They
draft.
won 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's
Yeah,
going to
left
help
it
him
without
in
a
contract
word,
time.
without a
But that
game played,
offense,
without
they're
anything.
thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that
love
happened in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I'ma kill him. I'ma fucking kill him.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely.
Keep throwing it to him across the middle. He's going to run into either Bowman or Merciless, and they're going to fucking kill him.
Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Coach?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Block on third down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Pretty sure they were eliminated last week.
Now a first down throw. Lock. Allen's got it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
I think they had like a .0002% chance.
Second down now after the pass completion.
The Panthers.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw is Lock.
Oh my God, you're killing me!
On it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
That's like 3 fucking drop picks.
Like
this is still the first goddamn quarter.
It's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now
I don't even know who the hell that is. See a rookie. Yeah. Yeah, well, I didn't set my depth chart at all.
Off in the secondary.
Whoever's back there returning kicks is back there returning kicks.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller.
Vance McDonald wide open down the field.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there, man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming.
Now the ball.
What the? Okay.
Like this
that was interesting.
Often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get the fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Osweiler. And this one's incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Third and long, it's Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league.
What the fuck,
How
man?
are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50. The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
How's that out at the 25?
And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Didn't
And
go
they're not
out
going to
about
play
until
this
it had,
conservative, I
like,
don't think. They
maybe
had a
the
field
20.
goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No
They
one
need to
goes
work
out
on
on the
that,
field
if
and
nothing
says, all
fucking
right,
else.
let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They were blitzing from that side.
Second down.
4-man rush from that side.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Back to the air. Luck on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Third down now following the completed pass. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing on third down, Luck. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it,
was
but
going to go
not
over
in
the middle of the
bounds,
mock again.
incomplete. On fourth down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans take possession. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz, 70 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Oh, my God, I'm
When
going to
they
miss.
drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house
Holy
call,
shit, I didn't miss.
But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really
Roughing the
impressive
kicker?
run after the
How?
catch, wasn't it? That was really
How?
special by
That's
him.
fucking
But let's
stupid.
face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They go play action here on first down.
Oh,
And this one
fucking
hauled in by
God.
Tavon Austin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
On first and 10, Luck. And nearly
Bowman, come on.
Surprising to see a defender of this caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum.
Yeah, he does.
Big play right in his hands.
Yeah, great play wreck in like 85 fucking zone coverage.
To the ground. On the ground, this is Jackson. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it across midfield to the 45.
What, did they win?
9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left.
Shut the fuck up. No, they didn't.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line.
You are such a liar. You are a lying slut
They
whore.
moved him and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
San Diego, the Chargers.
So third down, just 1 yard to go. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I believe, yeah, it ticks down to 20.
They come out here in the eye. The short yardage man is
Good stop.
Coleman. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up
Saw
at
that
a
fucking
4th
fullback
and
dodge
1.
coming. Oh, you're going for it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. On 4th down, Luck.
Oh, my goddamn God.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
God fucking damn it, that is bullshit. Complete, utter bullshit. That you caught it when my guy was right fucking there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. To throw on 2nd down is Locke.
Oh my God, do you throw anywhere except over the middle? Jesus.
Pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Every goddamn time you throw the ball, it's right across the middle. Every single time.
He'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it.
Okay, there was one time that you threw to the sideline and it went out of bounds. But other than that, if you completed a pass, it's been over the middle.
On 1st down, Luck.
Of course he fucking
and this is going to be caught. 23 yards on the play.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian.
I mean, if I wanted to play Solar, I'd play
He
Solar.
goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They'll run it with Jackson. And he's maybe going to
Or
get this
Biz,
back
for
to
that
the
matter, because
4,
they play
but
pretty
that's
much the
about
exact
all.
same goddamn way.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Here's Luck now on second down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dwayne Allen from 3 yards out. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now.
Those who need a pretext for their cheese are
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
I tolerate
go
you at
soft
best.
on the corners. On first down, Osweiler. And almost intercepted.
I swear, if he'd have picked that off, do you know how angry I would have been after all the drop picks I had in this fucking game?
This game for the guy throwing the ball, already has thrown 1 interception, almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
2nd and 10 now. Osweiler.
He dropped it?
That'll be
He dropped it!
He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Madden strikes again. Good game, buddy.
Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they
The
call
fuck
running
it's
backs and not catching backs.
Guys can't catch wide open passes. I can't stop you from throwing across the middle every goddamn time you touch the ball. This game's over. This game's super fucking over.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Oh, look at that, another drop!
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now Austin. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now it's Jackson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck.
Finally!
Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Stop like that?
And now out comes Houston.
Nobody
and
touched
what do you
it.
think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, Osweiler. On the right side, this is Miller. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Miller, the lone setback. Now Osweiler on first down.
Oh, my God.
Osweiler lost it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. One receiver left, two to the right. Throwing again, Osweiler. He's got nowhere to go here.
Again.
He lost the football.
Again,
but
he
I
fucking
think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Oh, my
This
God.
fielded a few
Fuller's out
yards
there
into the
returning
end
kicks.
zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it
No,
the 24
no, he's the second guy
yard line.
back there.
Now the Texans offense, they
Yeah,
head back
I
out to do
definitely
battle
need to
here.
address that.
They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of the
definitely.
coach's talk
Last thing
when
I
a
want
game
is
is
him out
within
there
striking
running the
distance
risk of
like
getting
this at
fucked up
intermission?
on a kick return.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half. And
He has a
wanting
hard
more of
enough
that.
time staying on the
Sure,
field
you
on
got to go
normal
over some of
plays.
the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So 2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Right side, caught Fedorowicz.
Oh, it's a Christmas
And
miracle.
they're able
He
to get
fucking
this
caught
one
it.
across the 35.
I just knew he was going to drop it
Almost
because
not
there was a
fair.
Colt player
The big
nearby.
guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Setting up the screen for
Fucking
Miller.
block, Jesus.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. Miller, the lone setback. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Nothing to a guy with 99 route running.
Now that play will end up on the highlights and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So here we go, 1st and 10
They were,
now.
for whatever reason, they cut inside. He cut outside.
So the D-line's going to spread out. A first down carry now for Miller. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. Here's Osweiler. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Who the hell is
Some might
Franklin?
have returned that
There
one.
are a lot of
He'll
names
go
I
down to
don't
a
know
knee,
on
and
this
they'll
team.
start the drive from the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
I guess
They
he must be
trail
just a
offense,
special
first time
teams
to
player
touch
because
the
I've
ball
never
in
seen him
quarter 3,
like on
and we'll see what they
defense
can
or
do.
offense. I don't
I
even know
can't
what
wait to
position
see
the guy plays.
what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeves. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. To throw on second down is Locke. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. 15 yards through the air to first down. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Colts a first down. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
On first down, it's Locke. And this is Moncrief with a catch. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball. And they keep making the connection.
I have no idea. What the shit was that?
Completed pass play. Like, let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
He was stumbling around.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
To throw is Locke. And he's got a man open.
That's fucking God!
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Dwayne Allen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Luck will try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points.
Of course. 2 guys with hands on him. He catches it anyway, right? What the absolute fuck ever.
People using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in. But
I hope you at least let Matt finish after you sucked his dick.
That kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. He's going to launch this thing. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
I don't even know why I'm bothering to pick plays. It's
really
not going to
nice
fucking
starting
matter.
Field position here for the offensive unit.
Goddamn joke.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defense doing their job. Really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense. No gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. Exactly right.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Oh, my God!
Into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Colts use the short
That was
field to their
fucking Whitney Merciless right there that fucking hit him in the backfield. No, that was Whitney Merciless. Hit him in the backfield. He just shrugs it off. Yeah, 89 hit power. Oh, wait, no, you didn't actually hit me. Yes, I did. No, you didn't.
McAfee to kick.
I don't give a shit what he has. If somebody hit sticks you, you should fucking fall. Not bounce off the bullshit. He's not Marshawn motherfucking Lynch.
24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to the collision there. Jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Second and 10. It's Osweiler again. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes it.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 5 yards to go. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun on third down, Osweiler.
Oh my God, what was the pass interference?
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successfully.
Bounce guys off the routes. Good to know.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Osweiler on fourth down. And he's got Miller. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Osweiler to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Billy, I'm going to level with you. I haven't heard a word you said, and even if I did, I wouldn't care.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Like, your input about what you may or may not have done means less than nothing when it comes to a complaint.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And he's got it over the middle, Fedorowicz. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed.
Well, we don't need you to narrate it because you're trying to influence the decision
He's
process.
willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually complete.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Braxton Miller from 8 yards out, and the Texans have cut it to within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more back.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out, they scored.
Till halfway
Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
Better late than
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time.
Pressure,
shit, I had
there
him moving
it
down.
goes. They second back at the 36. Kamale Correa leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Second down, Osweiler. And it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. They needed 17, and they got 18. A defensive lapse there, and it's a first down. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. To throw again is Osweiler. Over the middle.
Damn, Fedorowicz almost wound up with that ball anyway.
Was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Wait, what was that? Where the fuck was that?
Was the intended target, and it's 4th down.
Wide open in the middle of the field, you overthrown by 12 yards?
4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
Yeah, I saw that.
The drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take
He went
the
behind
three.
the line and then
their
dove.
hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help him much at all.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't go that far,
field
but
goal
yeah.
does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the
He
media
must have the
reaction
awareness
is
of
if
a
the
baked
score
potato.
stays where it is.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They ran that
93 hit power safety.
They pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen. They send a message to the defense.
Mid hit
passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They come out here in the eye. On first down, Luck. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. After the interception, here's Osweiler. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And let's discuss Osweiler a little bit further. Obviously, an interesting journey for him to get here to Houston.
Groomed in Denver and actually got to play some before he ended up making his departure to Houston. But after the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I think he was in search of his own team and his own destiny as maybe a Super Bowl quarterback. They gave him a great opportunity, and he took advantage of it and headed to be a Texan.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Osweiler setting up the screen for Miller. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards down to the 13. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll toss it to Miller. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line.
That's why I don't run the ball, because more often than not, my fucking linemen just get in the way, and I wound up losing yards.
Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner?
I thought you learned that after your game
because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
They'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
There's still a lifetime left. I have a penchant for losing games like this.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Looks like I might be
he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practice it. See, practice makes perfect.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Back to throw.
Oh, Clowney.
He can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third.
Boosted his zone coverage up to 80.
On the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
He's back to throw.
Oh, my God.
Find his man. That's Tavon Austin. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
What's that?
The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back to throw.
Oh, my God. Oh, yes.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Tip drill, Jadeveon Clowney got a pick.
That one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff to Miller. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Detroit! Here we go! Now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Again, it's Miller. Oh, no, he finds some open field here. And the Colts pick it up.
That's spec-fucking-tacular. As many times as I've hit stuck your fucking running back, he never once came close to fumbling. And one of the few times I run with Lamar Miller, he gives up a fumble 6. Wow.
And they did. Took him the other way for a score.
That would have been number 5, I think.
It will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
There's still plenty of time for me to fuck this up. It's what I do best. I told you I've lost 2 or 3, depending on how this one goes, games in the last minute and a half.
Osweiler to throw. And his pass incomplete. And you really
Thankfully it wasn't for fucking once.
They've got to protect them.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them.
Yeah, it was.
In this case,
he was
they let him
fucking
down.
forward motion of the arm, man.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Here's Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Osweiler.
Yes.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the
Yeah, great
lead
game,
in
man.
the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning
RG3 got hurt
touchdown,
again?
everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it
Christ,
done for
man.
real in this situation.
It's not even fair to say he's made of glass. He's like made of candy.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
One last throw here for Locke. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that...
Dude, I got lucky as shit. Yeah, I came back and won 38-35. Hello? Hey. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. I said, I got you. All right. Yeah, there's no conceivable way I should have won that game. You wanna go outside, puppy? Come on, let's go outside. Come on, let's go outside. Dolphins top Bills 34-31 in overtime. Packers beat the Vikings 38-35. Yeah. What have they won? 2 games since their bye week? Week 6? Oh, man. Brock Osweiler. Jesus, I'm looking at a picture of Brock Osweiler. Fucking, Aaron Rodgers remembered who the hell he was. Definitely not Brock Osweiler. Jesus Christ, not Brock Osweiler. Tantan beat that ass? Yeah, I wonder why that guy wound up just straight up leaving without playing a game, without saying a word. He didn't say anything at all. Like he hadn't said a word since the draft. Yeah, you should and be like, hey, what happened? Why'd you leave? It's possible, but still, nobody just up and leaves without a word, you know, without there being a reason behind it. No. Nah, he wound up explaining that he was leaving. Like, the closest we've had to that before was Sean last year. Or it might have been the year before, one or the other. But, you know, he up and left at the end of the season and nobody knew what happened. And then he eventually came back and was like, yeah, I had to sell Madden, you know, money was tight, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, that would have been great to know so we could have, you know, had adequate time to seek out a replacement. Jesus. Need to start upping Osweiler's fucking carrying too. He's only got 59 carry. No wonder why he was fumbling left and goddamn right. Not that good. Say he was rolling out with his quarterback without any pressure. No. LMAO, that's a lie. And Aaron? That's probably a typo. Something half I never did. 2 of his touchdowns he threw were that same way. So apparently he says you were rolling out without pressure. You can if you want. I mean, I'd probably watch it too, but shit. It wouldn't really be a second. I'm pretty sure I just explained that. I wish I had something to drink. Preferably something alcoholic. Good Lord. I told him that me and you were both watching the game to compare notes. He said, good, you can see that guy lie. Oh, shit. Now that I think about it, actually, I can look at it on the tube of you. Wait. Did I play a game and Tanner didn't comment on it?